flight. It's a subject that I think has inspired people probably since they first noticed, or we first noticed tens of thousands of years ago, what birds could do. And since then, I would completely admit that we've done pretty well as a species to make up for the fact that we can't actually fly ourselves. So putting human beings inside flight vehicles, helicopters and airplanes, that's gone really very well. However, what happens if you were to, for no other reason than the pure joy of the challenge, take an entirely different approach? What happens if you augmented or added to the already very capable human mind and body and tried to approach the challenge of flight in that way? And that's the story I'm going to share with you. This is a micro jet engine, so it's fundamentally the same kind of technology as you have on a jet fighter or a civil airliner, except it's just very small. They're an amazing piece of technology because for something that weighs 1.9 kilos, it puts out 22 kilos of thrust. And as you can see there, me standing in a lane, this was ground zero, March 2016. We could have just sort of packed up and gone away, or we could have gone and stood in a field with two of them. Only about 7 months after that standing in a lane with a mop bucket, alongside a very busy job commuting into London, we managed to do this. Thank you. You can see from my face as I spun round, I was quite surprised. I remember viscerally that moment of like, oh my God, I've got it. And there was this like battle between two voices of, don't give up now, because I've got to prove I can do it for longer. But the other voice was screaming, what happens if I go up? And 6 seconds, I think, if you count that back, 6 seconds. But that proved it, and we managed to fly. So now, if all of this isn't crazy enough, then what do you do with this? You know, the obvious question is, well, so what? Well, because it's all good fun and everything. And yes, this could be the first stepping stone on how you revolutionize human transport and all this kind of stuff. Yes, maybe, but as you'll hear tomorrow, it's very loud, very inefficient, and maybe we'll get there. And we've built an electric version behind the scenes no one's seen yet, which is actually pretty capable. It struggles a bit with the power density, but forget all that. The really exciting thing is, let's go racing them. If you imagine a kind of combination of Red Bull air races meets nighttime Formula One in Singapore, you imagine a bunch of jet suit pilots all chasing each other around. We're going to be undeniably, when I show you the next film, able to bring a whole new level of visceral live action motorsport that weirdly melds together human capability and all the personalities of all these athletes from different backgrounds all assembling to go and race 1,000 horsepower jet suits over the water. This journey started with pure joy at its heart, and health and safety somewhere important as well. Pure joy at its heart. We've now got an amazing team of 20, 30 people around the world that are all collaborating to build something insane and crazy and brilliant, and that race series will genuinely blow people's minds. If you're up for a challenge and you want to get involved in some way, either just crazy ideas, technology, even sponsor a race team, we've got a bunch of race principals already stepped up that want to be kind of presiding over a couple of athletes from different awesome backgrounds that turn up in different locations in the world, like Hong Kong Harbor. We've got Barbados, we've got the Hudson River, we've got the Thames. All these places are really keen. And go racing 1,000 horsepower jet suits and inspire a generation, then step up and get involved. Thank you.